hopeful evening to every priceless miracle on this shared planet. Yes, you are a priceless miracle, and I'm glad you didn't give up. We all evidently made it this far for a reason. May we continue to endure through the seasons. This segment is about striving not to use someone as a continuous scapegoat. Now, we all evidently have and still are enduring dynamics, challenges, and traumas that no one is completely aware of or understands the degree of Yahweh Jah Jehovah above the heavens. Everyone has gone through things that each other can relate to some degree. We all experienced something to a level in our life. For an example, when we were in the womb, we experienced constant changes. We experienced being blind, deaf, not being able to walk, or eat on our own. We were really codependent heavily on someone else to keep us alive. And coming out of the womb, we experienced changes that caused us to be very uncomfortable. We also experienced different things in our life along the way that not even our parents are fully aware of, because they couldn't be with us every minute of the day. That's very unlikely. Now, this is about not using anybody as a scapegoat or forever punching bag, because everyone evidently has gone through something. We established this. And in my life, I can see as I grew up in my childhood, I can remember certain things that affected me adversely. And I really didn't know how to express it. And then growing up, seeing the violence and the breakup and the traumas and the hurt and the pain, as a child, you connect with it and you feel helpless, because you know if you try to stop it, you'll be flung and smashed against the wall. So it was many nights that I cried. And then there are times when we got picked on at school. I don't know if anybody has rode the yellow school bus. Well, it was a convenience as far as going by income, and we were able to get a free ride with the school bus. And being picked on a school bus, being called ugly, being called derogatory names, and out of my whole direct sisters and brothers, I was the darkest. So I was teased for that. And I was a lot of times compared to my other brothers and sisters and treated like I was lying for being related to them. So many times I would come from school crying. I had some counseling. I also had resource room because I wasn't really processing like I should have. I was extremely quiet and withdrawn. And it took me a long time to come to this woman I am now, and I still have a long way to go. So I say this to remind people, you don't know people's story. You may think they had it so much better than you and that they can take all the punches of your hurt and pain, but there are things nobody completely knows and will ever know but Jehovah. And I remember at times I talked to Jehovah a lot because I needed to build my faith. I know my mom was going through her own stuff, her own traumas, and things that weren't fair. And she continued to persevere. And one thing that she continued to do, no matter what, is share the scriptures with us. And the scriptures were like an armor to me. It helped me to remind myself that there is a hope now and to come. And as long as I continue to meditate on the scriptures and apply it the best of my ability in all my flaws and all, then Jehovah will always be with me to sustain me through all the challenges. And I know through life, I've dealt with ailments with my cycle being very heavy, my cycle being uncomfortable to the point I was vomiting and having diarrhea. Sometimes both at the same time, being sent home early from work. I'm losing money that day, trying to figure things out, having challenges with my asthma, my allergies triggering my asthma, and having other challenges in life with people at times, not all the time. I think the ones that strive to be honest despite the challenges that they were going through, that strive to continue to put Jehovah's thoughts ahead of their own and continue to treat others as they wanted to be treated, and all our flaws and all. Thank you. And I am grateful for you, and so is Jehovah. I also am grateful for those who are honest about things that they're working on, and they're really diligently doing so, knowing that Jehovah is the ultimate one, and Jehovah is seeing everything, and we all evidently will eventually reap what we sow, no matter who we are. So I'm grateful for those people. Now, growing up, we shared beds. sisters, we slept on the opposite end of each bed. So your feet was in my face and my stinky feet was in your face. Okay, we grew up eating what we could. We went to free school lunch. We chose to get jobs early, even though my mom didn't enforce it, because we saw our mom cry at times and she struggled. And there was a lot that went on in the home. And my mom was aggravated a lot of times. There's so much things that went on. Only Jehovah knows the complete story too. And we just know the struggle. And I know the struggle now because my job situation I have right now, which I'm grateful for. Thank you, ladies, for giving me another chance to come back and continue with my educational background and assist these priceless children in their continuous growth and development. My biweekly check plus biweekly check is enough to cover my rent and my utilities, which is my electric and my gas, which I only put on very frivolously because I have to be mindful that I'm living on a very strict budget. I cycle the same clothes for years, wash things by hand. My sister, thank you, sister, I love you for trying. You know, she gives me food from her area where she's able to pick up free food at the time. So I soak those beans and I'm able to cook them and stretch them, pardon me, throughout the week. And I'm grateful for being able to go to House of Good Deeds once a month on Sunday and pick up foods and clothes that I need. So thank you very much, House of Good Deeds. Thank you, lady at work who, you know, she shared some soap and 2 toilet papers with me. I just could stretch that. And so I'm so grateful. Thank you to my sister-in-law who had an extra line I could use so I don't have to worry about a phone bill right now because I did my best to share with everybody over the years. And if I could do my best to always, if I can, be there to share free babysitting services where I'm proactive with the child and read with the child, draw with the child, watch the child very carefully, provide food, care, love, spiritual guidance, changing diapers, whatever was going on, sharing lots of fun throughout the years with different people. This is money I saved over the years for my master's program, which I never got a chance to finish, unfortunately, because I had empathy for other people. And I felt that was the right thing to do at the time. Living in no regrets because we can't take things back. Now I'm in need. So that is why I spent savings again that I saved up for years to revive a book I wrote years ago at Kingsborough Community College. And this is in a literacy education course. It was a requirement for us to do or construct a children's book. So in my cleaning organization of my educational materials, I came across this book and I took a chance to revive it. Now, the updated revision is not online. You're going to find the old version, and I've been talking to my editor, and it's been over a month, you know, going to that month-and-a-half mark, and it still hasn't been completed. I'm having faith in her. Only God can know people's heart. I hope the best for her. I hope she's being honest. I'm striving to be honest continuously with people because I don't know that money does not grow on trees, and I don't like playing with people's feelings, money, time, diligence, and hard work. It's not easy, you know. When I was going to college, I slowly paid my way through college. I, again, walked to work till my shoes were falling off, walked back to work, asked the conductor if I can get on for free, walked home from work in the dark. Paid off college slowly. It took me a long time to get my bachelor's. I mean, man, a stretch of 8, 9, 10, I don't know. It was a while. Stayed at the computer lab all night to finish my assignments, wash my underarms, then go there from work back to school to work. You know, I slept like 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day to max. It was a sacrifice. And with this book, it was the same thing. It was a sacrifice of early in the morning, giving out advertisements at local schools, posting it on areas where I know I couldn't get in trouble. Also after work and on the weekends, if I was going to help a dear friend, I love you, who is battling cancer, going on my way there, posting up more advertisements and being of aid to her because I love her so much. She and I try to be of support to each other morally, spiritually. And I've known her for about 20 years. I met her when I was 19. years old, working at an after-school program, and ever since we've been friends. And I'm about to be 42. I'm late in the game, so to speak, but I'm here to encourage you. If you have a strong aspiration and continuous wholehearted prayers and supplications, just continue to move with it. You know why you're doing this. You're not doing this to be famous. You're not doing this to be filthy rich. You're doing this because you have a purpose. You want to earn money and not beg, steal, and borrow. So you take what you can and you do the best you can with it. And I know the struggle because I'm still struggling. And I walk to work every day. I walk home from work every day. I live a very simple life, as simple as you can get it. And I grew up like that, so it's no problem for me. But thank you, everybody out there who's tried to help. I don't look to use people. I don't look to borrow. I do what I have to do and lay low. And most of all, ultimate praises to Yahweh, Jah Jehovah. Thank you for your continued support here on Hopeful Uproar YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. This is just to raise awareness, to empower as I've been empowered myself, to inspire as I'm being inspired, to encourage as I'm being encouraged, to continuously enlighten as I'm being enlightened. Thank you so much. May we continue to encourage and inspire and empower. We're all living in this world together, trying to survive. So much love to everyone out there. And please check out The Girl Who Absolutely Hated by Simona Brown online. You can find access to it at Barnes & Noble as well as Amazon.com. I'm not really sure of the other sources, but if you find a reasonable price, I lowered it as much as I could. I was told if I lowered it any more, I would make $0, and that doesn't make sense. So I did my best that I could. Pardon me. Remember the updated version is not online right now. That is the prior version I had. I felt that the language was a little bit not age appropriate. It was a little bit, because there are some children that can understand obtaining and maintaining, but for the standard child who is still learning how to read, and I didn't feel in prayer that it was age appropriate for the ranges that we advertise online, which is from 2 to 10 years old. And of course, 2-year-olds are going to be read with or you're going to read it along with them. Every child has different levels of understanding and abilities, but this is just for the average child, and specifically people in marginalized communities, people who have gone through things, that they can feel empowered by this book and know that they're not alone and that they can continue to persevere. Okay? Take care, everyone, and thank you for tuning in.